All right, changing direction here on the second door, rear passenger door. What I'm gonna do is reuse the factory connector. The reason being is I want it to be a clean install. So what I'm gonna do is solder these wires together and heat shrink them. The reason why I want to do that is because, let me show you, just come with me. On the rear speakers, there's two different size spades, and I just don't want to go through the hassle of trying to find two different size spades. And I don't think that little short run of factory wire is going to cause any major issues. So I hope it doesn't bite me in the butt, but I'm hoping it doesn't cause any problems or anything. What I like to do is to load some of the solder onto the soldering iron first. I think it just flows better. Need to get me a new soldering iron because this one is pretty worn out. Want to be careful with the solder because it does pop sometime and you don't want to get hit in the face or the eye. So be careful. Really doesn't take that much. Hope you can see that here. Let me turn it around. You see how I got it loaded on there. Not bad. Let it cool off a little bit, just a little bit, and you gotta let it. Just don't want to burn. You don't want to get burned. So I'm gonna heat shrink this over. And that's that. We'll go ahead and knock out this other side. Get this other wire done. I want to show you from start to finish. Like I said, the factory wire is pretty small, and if you're running a high powered system, you don't want to use this stuff for real. It is small. Small, see that? And the length of this vehicle, you would use this? Not a good idea. Not a good idea. All right, so I have an update on the wiring on this Chevrolet Suburban. What I went back and cut some of these connectors back off. I got a little willy-nilly with it, and then realize how I wanted to wire it up. Basically, it's going to be a component set, a tweeter, and another two-way on the door panel. And I'm going to be running the tweeter and the component set. Well, everything on this door, the two front doors, are going to be running off of 1 amp. That should put me like at 1.3 ohms, somewhere around about. So I had to go back and rewire or re-terminate the ends. I put the tweeter in parallel with the crossover, and I used the factory connector for the woofer, the two-way speaker, and I used the factory connector for the tweeter as well. So I chose to reuse the factory connector just for ease of install and having a clean look. Let me show you. All right, so you see the reason why I cut those, have to cut those ends back off, because Infinity has a connector made onto the speaker already. So those spade connectors are not going to work for me. In addition to that, as you can see on the back of this two-way here, it has a smaller spade connector. And I'm not going to damage the speaker pulling it off, but you can see there's a small spade connector there, and I didn't want to go through the hassle of trying to find little small spade connectors for that, and it just delays the project. Here's the tweeter here. So Infinity tweeter. Everything is inside the vehicle will be made by Infinity. So component set is Infinity, the two-way is Infinity, and this tweeter right here is Infinity. It mounts right in here, like so. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of highs, but I want it clear and accurate. I want it to sound clear and accurate. So I went through the whole vehicle and used the factory connectors. Even back here in the cargo area, I used the factory connector, wrapped them up with some electrical tape. I didn't have enough heat shrink. I went online to find the wiring diagram for the cargo area, and make sure that I was hooking up everything with the correct polarity. On this particular wire right here, everything with the print on it is going to be my negative. All the way through, it's going to be negative. So like I said, decided to go with the factory style connector because, I mean, this is an oddball connector right here, and this is an oddball speaker. Couldn't find an aftermarket speaker in this particular size. Is 4x10, I believe. So I'm gonna go ahead and run with it. I mean, it still works. It's not damaged or anything like that. So hey, as long as it still works, I'm gonna go ahead and use it. So let me add this. It is very important to observe the correct polarity when you're dealing with tweeters. They don't work well in reverse just because sometimes they have a passive crossover on them. Couldn't find a tweeter that had a crossover built onto it, but it's very important to observe your polarity when you're dealing with tweeters. You can burn your tweeter up if you don't have it hooked up correctly. Hey, I do appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. Please like, share, and subscribe.